All right, game 2 on Lightshed. Let's see if ElDiablo's got any more tricks up his sleeve. Seli, the red Terran in the top left this time. ElDiablo, what are you up to? What is this I'm about to see? This CC is flying kind of in the wrong direction here for anything good. This is definitely not how to do a planetary rush. I mean, if you're going to try the old hide the command center trick, you need to like kill all your workers and fly it off the side of the map, and you need to have already messaged. He's just going to hide. That's his whole battle plan. Just hide. I mean, I've certainly never seen anybody do this before. I tell a lie. That's not completely correct. I have seen people do this before. Back in the day when Day 9 was the greatest caster alive, he used to do his Fun Day Mondays, and I believe this was one of the Fun Day Monday challenges, was you had to play Terran and you had to start the game by flying to a different location. And then the normal form was to message. Day 9 made me do it. But it's incredibly difficult to see how this is going to work out anything other than badly. I just don't see the point. I mean, by all means, send a worker up here and just kind of use that worker to build a ninja and just build and expand up here. But, you know, the time it took for that to fly, if you'd have just been mining at home that whole time, you would have had enough minerals to just go ahead and build a CC over here if that's what you wanted to do. This is potentially, this might be the worst plan since Nexus First, but we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Seli is getting this expand up. He's getting a Reaper out that's going to go and have a look. I mean, when you look, when the Reaper shows up here and realizes there's nothing here, you know, what do you do after that? You send it around the map looking. Oh my goodness, is the Reaper going to find this? No. Okay, thought for a second he was just going to get straight on it by fluke. But, you know, surely you'll just click the Reaper on the map, and ultimately the Reaper will find this. Reapers move pretty quickly, as we can see, so it's not going to take him long to discover that he's like, when this, he's just going to be a bit sort of like, what, where's your stuff? And you know, the Reaper's going to turn up if he scouts in this direction. The Reaper's he's had the Reaper just on a pre-set path and hasn't actually been looking at it when it's been doing its thing. So Seli surely he's looking at the mini-map now and thinking, I don't even know what's happening, where is my opponent? But he doesn't appear to be looking. He doesn't appear to be checking other regions of the map. So, you know, if you are going to scout, do look at what your opponent has, or in this case hasn't. It's not enough to just send a unit for a quick poke about and then not actually look at the map. You have to do both. You have to do both those things. Okay, where are we at? So 111 build coming out for Seli with the double gas. You know, perhaps he's got something in mind. I think I'd like to see, you know, certainly now that this is up and mining, I'd like to see a few more structures in production, some more barracks if it's going to be bio-based, or a second factory if it's not. Interested that it's a reactor on the factory, and I wonder if he's just going to swap these two out once he's got his marine upgrades. We'll keep an eye on that. ElDiablo, meanwhile, you know, triple racks. So with these 3 racks, there is a chance that ElDiablo could actually overtake Seli in army quite quickly, because, you know, not much army supply at all here for Seli. There is going to be a siege tank out before too long. Oh, sorry, it wasn't triple racks at all. But it's going to be 2 factories. So, you know, we're a little light on production here. Finally, the other racks comes down, and it was indeed a swap once Combat Shield had finished as it goes. But I noticed he didn't get the stim upgrade. But hey, has got the Combat Shield up, whereas obviously, you know, there's only reactors building here. I don't think we've got any upgrades whatsoever for ElDiablo. So this This is going to be this will be some sort of miracle if ElDiablo pulls this off. I'm a little bit alarmed that this Reaper bothered to come the whole way over here, poked about the place, and then just went home again. Like, Seli, did you look at all? You're flying a drop across the map, but you don't know where your opponent is. So, you know, the Reaper looked and you saw that nothing was there. So what is it that you're going to drop into? Is this medevac also going to have been shift clicked in and it's just going to turn up and unload into an empty base? It does look like that's what's about to happen here. Drops the scan even though he's already seen with the Reaper. I don't like, you know, you've got to look when you're scouting. You do have to look. Okay, let's see what's building here. It's reactors. Yeah. The factory's done. No siege tanks coming out from it just yet. A couple of Reapers coming out, and you know, never. You don't build Reapers after about the 3-minute mark in the game. There's just no point. You build one Reaper in general, and you go into your opponent's base and you use it to have a look around. Don't go about building loads of them, because they're just not any good in any sort of straight up fight. Let's see if we can get in good and close to this guy. Have a look at him. Hello, mate. Pretty weird looking. There he is. Yeah, look, he just kind of hovers about with his little jetpack there. He loves it, doesn't he? Yeah. There's a little breathing apparatus and stuff. Anyway, oh, whoops, I'm really quite zoomed in. Here comes this medevac, having a little flyabout. So oh gosh, what is even happening here? This is terrible observing from me, terrible. The medevac is, I think, ultimately going to find, it is ultimately going to find this. These widow mines could do a particularly good job, but Seli, have you managed to, like, I don't. You flew to here, but didn't. I don't really know what is happening. What, seriously? Somebody in the comments, please suggest to me what on earth I'm watching here. Anyway, these Reapers are just pointless. Just you just suicide them into your opponent. That would actually be the best thing you could do with them. Just run in here, jump up. And just park them here and kill as many SCVs as you possibly can. It's going to take a while for this stuff to get over and kill you, but kill you it will. You never know, we might even see that happening. This is an empty medevac, and by rights it should be a dead medevac. If he sees this, it's going to get the lock on with the cyclone, and is the cyclone going to chase it down and get it? I think so. Yep, boom. If you're unfamiliar, oh yeah, so it turns out these, after me saying they were just useless, they get in and actually do some damage. Look at that, like several dead workers, but needs to run quite fast, because you can't fight that with Reapers. Unfortunately, should have ran up here. That would have been golden, because the entire army's so, look how far this army's got to walk around, and the Reapers could have just been straight up there like Flynn. Anyway, the widow mines unfortunately are not on the right side here. And, he protected himself against attack from this direction, but his opponent's base is in this direction. So he needs to burrow these. If he does burrow them, go ahead. Oh, this could be reasonably good. Only 2 of them go off in the end. Look how weak, how low the health is on these Marines. Had 3 of them gone off, I think most of the Marines would have been very dead there. So, yeah. So this is a bit painful, isn't it? There isn't really any army left for ElDiablo. What the 11 that we're seeing there is mostly just stuff that's in production. So he's going to charge at him with the workers here, and the workers aren't going to do that well. No, unsurprisingly, the workers didn't do that well. So, widow mine, 1 widow mine, and 2 widow mines. Oh, the medevac with the siege tank and the Marines in it as well goes down. So those widow mines got fantastic value, but unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit more than that to rescue what has been an absolute travesty of a game. So, Are we going to see a GG, or is he just going to like fly stuff about and hope for the best, these Widowmen, to win? They're not going to win if you don't burrow them, I'll tell you that for free. He's just going to walk up with them and... Nah. Nah. Okay. Oh, he didn't even wait for the Widowmine hit. He just build out. So it's Seli that goes up 2-0. I don't know what to say. I enjoyed the Thor rush. I enjoyed that a great deal. The fly your CC to somewhere random. No, that isn't a build that you're going to see me doing anytime soon. GG.